Welcome back, Sippin' on
Sippin' on
Truth. And as always, please subscribe to our channel and leave comments and likes. And if you're wanting us to talk about a specific topic, please let us know. This channel is open to anything.
It's
right?
raw. It's sipping on truth. Like we're talking about everything, and also share. Share our stuff. Like record your favorite parts of it. Show what you relate to it. Create some content out of it. Whatever you need to do. But just give us the engagement. Yeah, and we appreciate y'all support and y'all feedback so far.
Yes, we do. Thank you again, once again, and we're back. Clearly, we didn't have enough to say on our last one.
Oh, we didn't have enough time.
We didn't have enough time, and you know what? It's been overdue, right?
Right.
And this is nice. It's therapeutic for us.
Yes.
Besties and having a drink and just talking about truth. And why not?
Yeah.
Why not just keep going?
Right. So I think the thing that I wanted to talk about and touch bases on is celibacy, like a celibacy journey. I feel like I'm gonna just dive straight into it. Just so we can, talk about it and have enough time. So I feel like the celibacy journey comes with like healing mentally and physically, emotionally as well. And I feel like I hear y'all dudes say a lot, like, oh, why when you get to me, you want to be celibate? Well, if we're not on the same page, then let's just, move around. Like, I have more to offer than just, sex.
Right.
I'm not putting more than my vagina. I'm not just throwing it on the table. And it's never been a thing for me to just throw on the table. So, but like I said, it's a healing journey, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. And I feel like your body is a temple. I've always been the type of person that I'm not giving my body away to just anybody. Mm-hmm. And it has to be more of a mental connection and more of an emotional connection before I'm even moved to want to give you my body. So, and to the guys, it's always like, oh, why you gotta wait till you get to me and then you celibate? Well, can I not grow and learn?
Right, or they don't even know what you've been through.
Exactly.
So why not? Be celibate.
Exactly. And it feels good too when you're celibate. Like it feels great mentally. And then not only that, like especially when I have a goal and I'm focused. And I have met some men that is really on a celibacy journey and haven't even realized that they're on that journey because they're in tunnel vision, they're focused, their goal is bigger than vagina.
Exactly.
Their
bigger
goal,
than sex.
Right. And their goal is it's bigger. Like their eye on the prize is just bigger than that. And that goes to show like too why it hasn't been easy for me to just be in a relationship at this current moment, and I have dated, but my priorities is not a relationship, and a relationship is a priority.
But it should not revolve around sex, or sex shouldn't be the center or the main focus in a relationship.
Exactly. And so, I haven't been able to do any of that because I don't have anything to give right now because I prefer to focus on my acting career and my goals and everything else that's more important right now, which is a temporary sacrifice. But and being celibate has brought me closer to being more focused. It's brought me closer to having that relationship with God that I want. I can see clear, I can think clear. Also, me being vegan as well. But and then I think about when you're letting all these spirits come inside you. I do believe in soul ties, so I feel like I'm letting all these people inside of me. They have emotional baggage and they're unhealed and things like that. Praying for these things and I'm asking God for these things, then I need to walk like that. I don't need to do the opposite of what I'm asking for and expect to receive that. So,
anyway. Oh, look at you. I need to toast to that. I'm so proud of you. And let me take a sip real quick. I completely agree and support your journey. I think it's important because sometimes when you get involved with too many sexual activities, you kind of lose track of what you want, right? Especially like with men. I hate when men view women in general as a sexual icon. And they say, well, it's how you dress, or it's how you, pose in a camera and stuff like that. But it's like, how do you know it's not a job?
Right.
How do you know I'm not getting paid to do all that? But yet you already put a stigma on me that I am a sexual person.
Right.
And it bothers me because now you're seeing me like, oh, I'm going to give it up to you really quick.
Right. And no, I'm not. It's not
Yeah,
the case.
but you don't know who I am as a person.
Right. And they're not trying. And that's the thing. Get to know me as a person, because I want to get to know you as a person. That's what's going to move me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Not immediately to sex, but that's what's going to move me to want to get to know you further.
Exactly.
That's what's going to gain my interest. And then the fact that you're taking the time out to get to know me. That's going to make me feel like, oh, he's interested. He's invested.
Exactly.
He's interested.
And like in a relationship, as you and I, we're thinking past like the petty stuff, past the sexual stuff. It's more of like, can I build a business with you?
Right.
Can I build a brand? Can I build an empire?
Can we leave a legacy?
Exactly, leave a legacy with kids.
Can we inspire?
Exactly, and it's so crazy because now in this world, sex is just so easy.
Right.
You have all these dating apps that you can get sex so easily. So they think like, you know what? If you're in social media and you're flaunting your body the way you choose to flaunt, they think of it, you know what? She's easy.
Right. And then they start undressing you themselves. That's your fault. If you're undressing me mentally, that's your fault, and you need to discipline yourself.
Right. And to me, generally, sex doesn't control me. I can go months and years without having sex. And I think it's a choice, because if you're in tune with your body and you know what's important, sex shouldn't make or break you.
Right.
And so I understand your journey, and I think it's necessary.
Right.
Because sometimes, like, without sex, you get to figure out who you are.
Exactly.
Like, is sex even important?
You get to learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself, and again,
your
like
self-control.
whatever you're working on, like you become you can start seeing more clear. Because like I said before, y'all, when I after I'm invested, and after like, oh yeah, we have this communication, we have this bond, we went on our dates or whatever, and you've moved me, then we do have sex, then my feelings increase.
Yes.
And it's like now I'm kind of blinded about because a man can stop doing what he was doing to get me, to keep me. He can stop doing it, but because we're having sex, it's like I haven't even really noticed that you're not even putting in as much effort anymore.
Exactly.
And then now I start to notice, and now I'm like, I'm mad. Like,
right.
I'm hurt. I'm in my feelings. Like, no. So if we can both build this relationship, and we can build the capacity for each other in our mentals, and we're on the same page, then I feel like that's the root and that's the foundation of our relationship.
Yes.
And we can always go back to that. We can always have that to stand on versus, oh, we just with each other for sex, because that's the foundation.
Exactly. And like, I'm not saying, and I know a lot of, like, most people, they value sex, right? But if sex is out of the equation, are you also going to be together?
Exactly.
And that's why I feel like people get so blinded about that. They're like, oh my God, I love you so much, but the sex is so good. But if you take it with the sex, it's like, do you even know me? Like, do you even love me?
Exactly.
Right?
And I do feel like sex is it gets exhausting. It can get old. It gets overwhelming. But when that slows down, what do we have?
What do you have to offer?
What do we have? Like, can I laugh with you?
Right.
Can I have can I have this intimacy of just laying on your arm?
Exactly.
Laying in your lap watching a movie. Like, can I do that? Am I that close to you? Am I that comfortable to you? Do I love you that much to where I can have other forms of intimacy with you?
Exactly. It doesn't have to be, sex per se. There's like so many definitions of affection, right? It could be, venting. That's a source of affection, or hugging, or just laying in the couch like
exactly.
You said.
Like I love to call
sorts.
my man about. If I have the urge to call you about every aspect of my day, like, babe, oh my God, I just saw this cute dog. You know
right.
what I'm saying? If I have the urge to do that, that's a love language for me.
Yes.
And I love you for being patient with me, to listen to me, because you probably don't want me to call you all day.
About a dog?
Right.
I do it all the time. I'm like, oh my God, babe, this dog is so cute.
Yes. It's like, and I'm taking pictures and taking videos, like, look what I saw, oh my God, or oh my God, I saw that the car looked like mine.
Exactly.
Like, if I have the urge to want to call you about everything, then that's so much more deeper, for
right.
me.
And you know what? Like, there are some men that hold the same standards as we do, but I can also say that there's some men that value sex high as we would value other things besides sex high.
Right.
So it's more of like, would you compromise if you meet a man that you really like, that that you really want to build something with, and he holds sex high?
I'm not compromising.
Okay,
No.
so no.
Because the thing is, I've done that. Like
Yeah.
I've done that where I've given it even during times I didn't want to give it, because he wanted it, and it's
Yeah.
like
And it's not enjoyable.
exactly
Yeah.
that part is not enjoyable. Like if I don't want to give it to you because I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I don't, like I said, I don't care to have sex all the time, and so I've done that before. So it's like, okay, that's not working for me.
Right.
I have to do something different.
Exactly.
But also, it's not like, cold turkey, or let me do this and force myself to do this. It was a transition. It was like, okay, I'm praying, Lord, I'm inviting you into my life. I'm inviting you into my heart. I'm inviting you into my decisions. I'm inviting you into my relationships, my friendships, and all of that. So please direct me, and it's just a smooth transition to where it's like, okay, girl, you need to do it this way, and it was like, okay, this feels right. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's try it this way.
And who knows, like, with your journey right now, that's how you eliminate the unnecessary men in your life, right? Because it's training, to get to know somebody, to I guess involve your time with them, for them allowed to be in your life, and especially CJ. And then at the end of the day, it's not going to work out because they have the wrong intentions.
Exactly.
So with you being in your path and you know exactly what you need to do and you're working on it, it's going to allow the right energy, the right men into your life.
Yeah.
And I believe that.
Yeah, and I also want to say that I can see now that dating in the dating pool, it has been very easy for men and women to just go there immediately and instantly, because when a man come to me, or when I was just dating, when a man come to me, you can tell that he didn't have to put in any effort with this last, or with the female he's used to dealing with, because he's handling me the same way. The thing is, you can't come to me with minimum effort, because I don't have minimum effort to give. So you're gonna have to come with something.
110%.
Because I have way more to give that I want to give, so that's that.
Okay, let's cheers to that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women and men can relate, right? Because it's not just the women. Sometimes it's the men too that feel the same way as we do. And if a man looks a certain way, women, we do the same thing. We're human. We'll judge you. We'll be like, okay, you know what, you're a slut, or like you're a whore, or whatever, or the man is like, a pimp, or whatever. And we women do the same thing.
Right.
So I feel like we should normalize not to take a look at a picture,
right,
and judge them for,
right,
or not just judge them, but have a picture of who they're supposed to be when they're not. So
exactly,
we should normalize that. Okay, so another topic that I wanted to bring out is, how do you feel about being friends with opposite sex? Like, for instance, if you're in a relationship, how would you feel about your man having a lot of girlfriends as friends?
A lot of girlfriends as friends. Honestly, I wouldn't care. I'm pretty sure we're gonna all be friends. I'm not gonna be as close to them as you are, but if it happens to be that way, then of course, whatever. I do believe men and women can be friends, simply because I have male friends and they respect me. I respect them. They respect our friendship. And if they have ever looked at me any other way, I wouldn't know, and I respect them for keeping that to themselves. But I do believe, men and women can be friends. And if I have a male best friend, I'm in a relationship, my new man or whatever should not come in to tell me I can't be friends with him. Then you have some type of insecurity, and you need to fix that. I can't help you, baby. I can't help you with that insecurity. If it's my purpose to help you with your insecurities, then I may just have to be your friend and help you with your insecurities. But I don't feel like you should come in telling me I don't need to be friends with my male friends because of how you feel about that.
Exactly.
When we have a history of a friendship for a long
way
time.
Before you do.
And that I know he wouldn't do nothing like that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I have, male friends, and my husband has a lot of girlfriends that I'm friends with, and even his guy friends I'm friends with. One of him is actually godfather of Nico.
Right.
So I honestly feel like...
And I'm friends with your husband.
Exactly. You text him, you call him, you FaceTime him.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's important to have opposite friends.
Right.
Like opposite, sex friends. And I think
point of views.
Exactly, for opinions. Because sometimes, like, we women, like, for instance, when I come to you, you may feel emotional with me, right? But if I go to a guy friend, they could, like, take a step back and be like, this is what I'm, as a guy, this is what I would think.
Right, because
like,
I'm your friend and I'm looking out for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Or he could, sometimes when I'm talking to you, like let's say about Vernon, we can't necessarily relate 100% because we don't know exactly like the male anatomy. But with guy friends, I can be like, you know what, he acted this way because of this, and this.
So where you can understand it a bit better.
Exactly. And why not be friends with opposite sex? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I feel like there shouldn't be any type of intimacy.
You always screwing up words.
I know. Hold on. Wait, listen. Hold on. Wait. You say, what is it?
Intimacy.
Not intimacy. Intimidacy.
No, you talking about intimidated? We're not cutting that part out. We're not cutting that part out.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Intimidated. You know, I told y'all she always mess up words.
Intimidating. You know what? We shouldn't be intimidated. Exactly. Thank you. You know, I'm sorry. A lot of drinking, but we shouldn't be intimidated by who our spouses or boyfriends or girlfriends friends are, right? Because if you think about it, it's a blessing that they have these friends because it shows what type of person they are.
Exactly.
And what type of relationships they bond. Like, for instance, like my husband, he has a lot of friends from college. Like, who am I to say, stop being friends with them? Why? You know them before me.
Exactly.
Right? Like, they helped you grow as a person. So why not be a part of that versus eliminating them as your friends?
Exactly. And then you gotta think about the other person. Like, their feelings are gonna be hurt because they're like, what did I do? Why he can't be friends with me? Like, and then they're gonna start looking at him funny, not just you, but him. And they're gonna hold most of their weight over him. Then he has to deal with that conscience.
Right? Or not just that, but like, if you try to eliminate their friends, they'll be like, what kind of person are you dating?
Exactly.
Like, would you, like, the fact that they're, at this very moment, they're eliminating me that has been friends with you for so long, and you're allowing that? Like, what is happening here?
Exactly. And is that person even really good for you? So they're trying to eliminate me, a person that is going to help both of y'all, you know, in a sense. So
exactly. And I think it just makes it more, like, harmonious. Especially, like, Adam and Eve. They're male, they're female. And, you know, don't laugh. Oh my gosh. Whatever. I'm rolling with it. Okay. But you see, like, they can live in harmony, or even like being, you know, with a relationship. Like, it could be girl to girl, or girl to guy, or guy to guy, right? Like, why can't we just all be like, kumbaya? I don't know. I'm over here being
and that's why I saw a meme that was like, you know, soulmates, right? Like, a soulmate does not have to always be an intimate relationship.
No.
Like, a soulmate can be your female friend, your male friend, and it's because y'all connect, you know, on a soul level, you know, soulfully, and then that person can understand you and feel you spiritually. It's just that person that you need, you know,
right? And if a man or who dares like tells me cannot be friends with, no. No. There's something definitely wrong with you.
Exactly.
Because you feel some type of way about my friends who have always been there for me.
Exactly. And because you feel some type of way, I don't need that energy, that negativity around me. So you're dismissed.
Exactly. Can you imagine, like, us not being friends?
Exactly.
Like, or you can't even talk to Vernon?
Exactly.
Like, that'd be so weird.
It'd be very weird, very awkward. Because then I come over here, I'm like, hey, Alyssa. Hey, Vernon.
Like, I would want, like, all my friends to be very comfortable, like, with my husband.
The ones you trust, though.
Exactly.
And if you have people in your life that you have to question, of course you got to remove them.
Obviously. But, you know, I, like, for instance, like, if you call him at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, like, I'm not going to question that.
Exactly. Because, for one, she's going to be asleep anyway, and I need an answer right now, you know. So I have to call Vernon.
Even in general, if you need advice or whatever the case may be, like, I don't... Like, you're like my sister.
Exactly.
So, you know, and I don't know. I'm just like, come on, let's just be friends.
Right. I mean, like I said, you just chill, lay back, and then you have people in your corner and in your life that you trust.
Right.
That you don't have to question.
But you know what, though? Women are so catty. Women are very catty. And especially, you know, if, like, a new relationship and you really don't know it, like, the person you're dating's friends, you would want to insert some dominance. And the same thing as men, right?
Right.
It's like they want to insert some type of dominance. So they're like, you know what? I have to be the only man in your life. Like, why is he texting you like at 10 o'clock at night?
Sir, you causing unnecessary problems.
Drama.
Let me go to sleep. You know, leave me alone. But anyway, my stomach growling. So.
Oh, yeah, me too. I've had a lot of drinks. Clearly, I'm jumping up words, saying all different kind of words.
She always make up words, but don't let her get slurred with Malibu.
And you know what? It's fine because I'm unique.
And this is her truth.
And it's the truth. Exactly. It's the truth. And I know a lot of people can relate. A lot of people can, jumble up words, but it's fine. Cheers
Don't
to
waste
you.
your drink.
Cheers to you.
Let's just take a toast. Anyway, sipping on truth, y'all.
Sippin' on Truth. Thanks again so much for watching us.
Thank you.
Vibing with us. And until next time, as always, please subscribe, like, comment.
Yes, and give us feedback.
Yes.
Keep coming back so y'all can live with us.